very good afternoon and welcome back to Crafters TV. We have got a fantastic masterclass show coming up for you, 1 hour long. If you have just joined us, hello, my name is Brent Watson and I'm going to be your presenter today, and I am with a very special somebody in the studio who we will say hello to in a little second. Now, if you were with us for Wake Up Call, you will have seen some fantastic demos. Well, a demo done by the fantastic lady we're about to meet shortly. And we are going to go over those again in this masterclass. Now, before we do that, I do have some more important information. So again, if you were with us for Wake Up Call, you will already know this. But if you are just joining us and you haven't heard about the special changes here at CTV, I'm going to let you know. So, yes, lots of exciting things are happening. We are officially again opening up 3 fantastic new warehouses over in the US. Woohoo! So we've got one in New Jersey, one in Illinois and one in California as well. So that's our 3 warehouses that are opening over in the US. All of your items now are going to be shipped from the 12th of September. Now that is because here in the UK we are also moving our UK warehouse as well. So we've got all of that going underway, and then your items will be shipped from the 12th of September. Now, for our friends across the pond in the US, you are going to be getting free shipping from $75. So once again, that was $125. It is now $75. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at this. We're giving you 3 new warehouses. We're giving you $75 free shipping. We're spoiling yous. I love it. I absolutely love it, and so will you as well. So that does mean no US bundles because we are shipping from the US as well. So yes, if you do order anything, they will be getting sent from the 12th of September. Now we have got Rachel over on the socials. So if you are joining us, please get your comments in. Any questions? Let us know what you're doing for the weekend. Are you going away? Are you having a nice chilled one in? Are you watching Crafters TV? Because I think you should be. Now, I said I'm not alone. She was with me this morning. Please, everybody, let's say hello to the lovely Debbie Robinson.
Yay! Woohoo! I just had his dinner, had a nice sit down and a chill. Diane was in there as well, having a nice little chit chat to Diane about all the things that are happening. So yes, I'm looking forward to this masterclass, and it is with our silhouette stamps, dies and stencils. This was my little make this morning.
Gorgeous.
I look at it, I'm thinking, I don't know who to give this still, because obviously I always take my makes home with me, and I usually save some for special cards, but that's definitely going to be in one of those. Bet, you're not having it. Who said that? George, you're not having it, it's mine. But they are absolutely fabulous. I absolutely adore these. So many different ways that you can use them. So you saw me use it as a silhouette, but what about adding a bit of colour to it as well, which is what I'm going to start with my first demonstration. Beautiful, beautiful dies and stencils to create the lovely backgrounds, or as what did we call it this morning? The clock.
The
dandelion clock
yes,
that blows all those gorgeous little heads into the sky. And with it being a stencil, it means you can use things like glitter pastes as well as your inks and that through there. Gorgeous, all of them, absolutely stunning, whichever way you want to use them. And for anybody asking again about this, just so you're aware, this is a cutout, coloured in. It's cut out again, but instead of being coloured on the side there, reverse it, so turn it around, colour it in, and then just drop it underneath the feet to create the mirror reflection in the water, which again looks absolutely stunning. When you look at those stencils give you so much creativity, and if you've got the whole set, it does mean you can mix and match as well. You don't have to stick to the one. Now, I will just show you this. I love this from Marie. Beautiful gift bag. Talking about the stencil, creating your own little gift ideas there, from the front to the back and also even onto the tag. I just think that's absolutely superb. I love that sample there. So yes, so we're going to have an hour of a nice crafting and try and get a couple of things in now, because we are live and interactive. If you want to ask me anything, ask away. We'll get that put through there, and Brent then can ask me those questions. So please do, if you want to ask anything crafty related or anything to do with these, let me know.
Yes, definitely send those comments in and I will get them shot across the studio to Debby, who's now fashioning a very lovely cardigan because it was a bit chilly sat outside when we were out dinner, wasn't it?
It was a bit cold. We've all got, Jamie's got his coat on and it's been raining, it's grey, it's cold, and plus the workmen that are in left the doors wide open.
How dare they?
How very dare they when we were trying to have our dinner. Look, I'm rocking the cropped cherry cardigan, this time in green.
It's cherry nice.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm not going to do that. I'll leave the jokes to Ben. I'm no good. No good. Oh, right. Let's have a look at who we've got on our socials. So we've got Sheila Sloggy. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Sheila. We have got Fred World, in brackets Ruby. Hello from Montana. Hello, Montana. Alison, afternoon. Brent and Debbie, my courier is due with another warehouse clearance delivery. Ooh, Alison, how many deliveries are you getting? Sandra Evans, good afternoon, everyone. We've got Mary Beth Doyle. Hi, everyone. Hi, Mary Beth Doyle. Paw Print ×4. Hi, Brent, Debbie, CTV crew and chatters. So yes, joining us in our ears today, we have got producer George and director Jamie with us. So hello to you two in my ear. Ems Brooks are everywhere. Good morning from California. Nice to see Brent and Debbie. Hello to Rachel and the CTV crew and all the crafters out there. Laurie Barnett, hello from Gilbert, Arizona. And we have got Sandra Evans, love these stamps and stencils. Yes, me too. So speaking of those stamps and stencils, let's have a look at them. So these are our silhouette dies and stencils, your 6-piece collection. As you can see up on the screen there, your platinum price is £32 in the UK, and we do have the individuals on the website for all of you lovely lot over in the US. So we did start with this one. This is what Debbie made in Wake Up Call this morning with Make a Wish. And then we have got your Swing into Happiness. Swing into happiness. We've got your Showered in Love, that reflection one that Debbie had over there with the samples. We've also got our Beauty in Every Step. And then 2 more to go. We've got your Butterfly Kisses there and your Cherished Moments. So in each of these items, you are going to be getting your sentiment stamp, your stencil, and then your die as well. So you're getting 3 different things in that. Once again, £32 in the UK for your platinum price, and then you can grab the individuals over in the US on the website. So yes, that's your collection. We have got your gorgeous Debbie Robinson with us, and she's going to be demoing these. So let's have a look what she's got lined up for us.
Beauty in every step.
Oh.
Because I've always wanted to be a little ballerina when I was a little girl. I was obsessed with ballerina. My nan bought me my first book about a famous ballerina, and I was hooked from being a little girl, and then found out I couldn't stand on my toes, so that was out the window.
Oh,
that's
you
career.
never.
I know, I always wanted to. I don't think I'm quite built as a ballerina, but a girl can dream in her own head, can't she? So I'm going to start with this gorgeous one. Now, I'm going to cut a silhouette first, and I am going to cut it out into some white as well. Now, what you've got in this set is your die, and you've got a couple of little accessory dies on there. You've also got your stencil, your little star stencil, and you also have a beautiful saying in May you find rhythm in every moment and beauty in every step you take. Lovely little sentiment there.
Gorgeous.
So we're going to take that first, and we're going to use that one. So all of these, as I mentioned in the wake-up call this morning, they will fit through as well your mini. So you can get these through your mini. Yeah. But because I've got my Gemini 2 out, I do have my mini at the side of me, because when I'm going to use the star dies, the little star dies, I'm not going to run them through 2 bigger plates. Use your little trusted mini, get them through there, quick, job done, bish bash bosh, as we like to now say. Bit of bish bash bosh. I'm sure I got that from you.
You might have done.
I'm sure I got the bish bash bosh from you. I can't remember where I got that from, but definitely it's either you or Ben. One or the two. Yes, one or the two. So I'm just going to remove my now very super sticky tape because of the pressure of the Gemini. But I'd rather it be taped down than moving.
Yes, absolutely.
So let's just get the release point.
What is it? What's the saying that we say for the non-electrical Geminis?
So it's simplicity without the electricity.
That's the one. That's what I was thinking
For
of.
good portability. And I can't remember the rest, what my TV upstairs down at Hobbymaker says, which is Mr. Nigel May, and he adds the rest on.
For good portability.
Good portability.
All the mobility.
Oh, you like? Oh, well, carry on. Yeah, that's a new one. I hadn't heard that one before. Can I just show you, though? Do you know we've taken out our little silhouettes?
Yes.
Doesn't it make a beautiful aperture? So if you had a bit of white underneath.
My word.
Makes a lovely aperture as well. And a good stencil. Now, look how lovely that looks. So you could be using it for that as well. I might keep that to one side, actually, and use that. Bet I do want to cut one out into... Now, I am using our alcohol card, marker card, because I'm going to use our tri-blend brush pens to colour beautiful ballerina in. So we're going to pop that. I don't think I need the pressure of the magnetic shim, so I'll just take that out for a second and have a little look. I think that's why my tape might have stuck a little bit heavier.
Bit too much pressure.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need all the pressure when it comes to the Gemini. And of course, using it in your mini, you wouldn't have that. So I think it should be okay. I think it should be all right. So we'll have a little peek. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. And then again, I'm just going to release. Come on, where are you? There you go. Let me get her out. Be careful round here because, uh-oh. Debbie. I am always the same, Brent. I rip things out like a Band-Aid. Do you know, I'm one of those. Do you know what kids used to say to me? Ouch! Because I literally, when I say literally, I was really heavy-handed in pulling it off and ripping it off really quickly. So they used to not be very happy with me, and I've ruined her. So I'm going to start her again because remind me on the next time I pull this out to pull it out gently.
Next time you pull it out gently.
Yeah.
You said it. I know I need my fan on, I've gone hot. I know I'm red, Jamie, I can feel it.
Let's rephrase that, shall we?
I'm going to have to put my fan on.
Yes, be gentle with taking the dye out of the paper. You hadn't told your mum and dad to watch, have you?
Well, no, I did. I texted them and said I was presenting, so they might have put it on.
Oh, no.
Hey, my word.
How many minutes then?
12 minutes.
Again, though, can I just point out how beautiful it looks as a lovely little, you know, from the opposite way around. Looks lovely, absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just put her there. But I am going to be using it. But rather than me do the drop shadow the other way around like this, which you can do, so it creates a nice little, a nice little shadow there, which you can do, and again you can see it's like light shining down. However, I want to colour her in. I want to give it that lovely bit of colour. So I've got a little bit of a scrap. Where's my scrap gone? Oh, I've used it, haven't I? Because I cut it out. I have to cut it out again. I'll tell you what, let me grab another bit of white cardstock for underneath.
Are we going to make this one, are we?
We will, I promise, we will. In fact, I'll do a black because black will make it more stand out. So let me just grab a small piece of black. There we go. And then I'm just going to use now tri-blend pens. And I've used brush pens because I find that brush lays down colour quicker. And we've got the fair skin, so we know that we've got like a fair skin face and her arms.
Which one are they? Sorry, they're the brush.
Brush nibs, yeah, because you can get quite a bit of colour down quite quickly. Oops, get your hand down, girl. There you go. Oh, what's going off there? And I'm going to add a bit like of shading and depth and dimension to these as well. If you didn't want to, you know, you don't have to. A bit of block colour, nothing, you know, literally won't affect if you just want to do a bit of block colour. But I'm using Fair Skin Blend, like so, and then I'll go back into that light.
Got lots of people on the socials, Debbie, saying how much they love these dyes.
Oh, they're gorgeous, aren't they? I absolutely adore them.
Sandra Evans, love these stamps and stencils. We've got Vanessa, I am loving these dyes, especially the ballerina. There we go, that's what we're using for you today, Vanessa.
Now this here is a leg, Brent. I know it doesn't look like one, but it's that crossover.
Yes.
So it gives you that illusion with that shadow. So do you know like where your legs are crossed?
Yes.
So it doesn't like blend into one. It would have looked a little bit odd if we'd have joined those together with just these two bits sticking out. So that's why that's being developed like that. Because I know the first time I looked at that, I was like, what part of the... And then realised it was the leg.
What on earth is that?
I did, genuinely. I was like, do you know, you look at something, I'm like, what are we, yeah? But yes, that's what that is.
You can see, though, definitely the way that's die cut, that...
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit easier to get that fluid look of the shadow, the natural shadow. So again, that took all of a couple of minutes to just put those together. So that's the first colour down. I am going to add, so let me just put my pens back because I know what I'm like. So get those back on. Bit of housekeeping. We're going to have a dark, we'll go with a dark little, what's the word? Slippers, not slippers, what are they called? Ballet shoes, thank you. So I'm just going to use the dark going across the ankle like so.
Nice.
Just come down. Like so. Same on this side. So we'll come down a little ankle. I'm leaving a bit of the gap, and then, of course, you know, if you wanted to add the little bit of it, do you know, like they'd have like little crisscrosses
Yes.
going up the legs.
It must be painful, them shoes, mind.
I could imagine they are.
Slippers, ballerina shoes,
Yeah, I would imagine that they are. I'm going to stick with this colour, though, because I am going to use this, and this one is pink-violet blend, but I'm going to use it to create her dress. So I'm going to lay down the light colour first. And like I said, with a brush pen, Brent, you can take sweeping colour straight over. So you're not having to do it in sections. You just literally sweep the brush along. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the dark to enhance around the waist. A little bit around the area, top area.
The top area.
I'm not going to get myself into any more trouble.
No.
Diane might still be in the cafe. And then again, just blend out and bleach out a bit of that colour. And whilst it's still wet, if I just want to add a little bit more.
Jamie's in our ears has been naughty today, everybody.
Oh, I've not lived it down. I went to go and see the customer service girls yesterday, and Taylor came in and said, was reliving the tale of my welly throwing, I'll just say welly throwing stories that I shared with you all last week. And yeah, the girls, I mean, I gave them a laugh. What can I say?
It was a good laugh. You said your apology.
I did.
So we're all good.
Yes. I did my apology very well, didn't I? Yeah. That looks lovely. I'm going to keep... Do you know what? I think I might just keep it there. In fact, no, let me just add a little bit more.
I love them colours.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you know, I forget about pink violet. I usually reach for like me other pinks, but again, a brush allows you to be able to create very quick sweeping strokes.
Yeah.
There we go. So I'm going to pop that down there. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Oh, I might come in a little bit more, actually. That's the medium tone. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks better. Right, so let me put those back on. Now, and the last thing I'm going to add on to there will be her hair. So I'm going to use, let's have a little look. What shall I use for that one? Wait a minute. Pens on the right way. I'll use the gold brown. So we're going to drop down that lightest colour again first. Might just go in with the middle one rather than the dark.
Yeah.
Oh no, it needs a bit of dark. So let's go in a little bit on the bun.
Is that the same pen that you used for the first lot of colour? No, it's not, is it?
No.
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 No. So So I'm just going to bring some hair around here and then a little bit around that bun. There we go. So I'm happy with that. So next up, we're going to do the drop shadow now with our coloured in image. So I'm going to, now then, be careful, Debbie. In fact, bit of glue for the bottom bit.
Ah, yes.
Just for the bottom. Scoop that up. It is Jamie, yeah, so I'm not heavy because I know what I'm like. I am, by my own admission, I did it with the kids when they were younger. I'm always a bit heavy-handed with things. Forever breaking things as well because I'm so heavy-handed.
I don't know if you... Well, actually, I don't know if Debbie Fisher will have mentioned this, but obviously she's been house-sitting at our Ben's.
She has.
And she came in... Was her and Sheila in on... Was it Wednesday?
Yeah, I've been here yesterday and today.
Yeah, so it must have been Wednesday, I think. And...
She's not broke something, has she?
She may or may not have misplaced a coaster into 3 bits rather than 1 bit.
How she managed that?
Well, it was actually Molly. It was Ben's dog, Molly, that did it. So she says.
I like how she blames the dog. That poor little doggy. She's blaming the dog.
Now, I don't know if I've just thrown Debbie under the bus. She did say she was going to tell Ben. So fingers crossed she has.
That's so funny.
Oopsies.
Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy.
Right, so my little ballerina's, doesn't she look lovely when she's coloured in?
She does.
Looks absolutely beautiful coloured in. Now, I've got, because I've used some nesting dies for the base of my card, so I'll just show you first my little oval, because I'm going to create a little aperture and a dome card. So I'm going to use the stencil, and I think I'm going to go that way. Yeah, we'll start there. So I'm going to pop that down. Now, I'm going to use a quick dry ink pad. I've gone with plum jam. And I'm just going to add that in. And again, I'm just going to push that down into that stencil. So it's literally pushing the ink through.
Suppose the good thing with these as well, Debbie, if you do get... Well, if you get the complete collection, or if you do just get a few of them...
Mix and match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, you could even use the stencils on anything, couldn't you? You could
Absolutely.
use the dies on anything.
Yeah.
The sentiment stamps on anything as well.
And I lift that off. Oops, careful, Debbie. Because the one thing about quick dryers is that there's no wet. Nothing's going to happen there when it comes to the, you know, to the ink, because it's a quick dry ink pad. I've just caught a little bit there, but it'll be okay. And then, of course, you could add more on if you wanted to add more onto there. I'm going to just quickly clean that for a second, because I'm going to add a little bit of gold through there as well.
Oh, yeah, we love the gold.
So I'm just going to, now I could do it with, yeah, I could use one of the liquid markers. Let me just see if that'll work.
Yeah.
So let me just pop that there. Use that scrap for a second to see if this will work. Because what I want to do, oh, it's a little one. Oh, do you know what? I might be able to do it, but I might do it with the gold ink instead. Because you could go in, just move that down a little bit, and then add the stars in, and using it as like a little bit of a template.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to do that over the top. Let's have a little look. Let me just see if I can lift that back. Let me grab my poker tool. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'm going to stick with that.
Look at that.
Yeah, so I used Midas inks earlier, but this time I'm going to use some of our Spectrum Noir oil-based metallic markers. And this one's the fine tip one, so do you know the 0.7mm? It's the metallic paint markers. Now these are oil-based, so not quite the same as the Midas, but still a nice effect. And maybe
Still gives it that shimmer.
it does. Absolutely. And I'm just dotting a few in there. Don't worry about your stencil either. Do you know you could take your glitter pastes,
Yeah.
add your glitter paste through there. If I just lift that off. Now be careful because it will be a bit wet, so don't, but that looks really nice and effective. Look at that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, looks really nice that. I quite like that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I've got my little ballerina ready. I've got my background ready because she's going to sit onto there, but I am going to lift her. So I'm going to lift that off with some foam pads. I do want the small ones though this time, so I'm just going to reach in and grab the teeny weeny tiny ones. Teeny tiny.
So Debs, you've actually got 2 questions.
Okay, yeah, just fire away.
Diane over on YouTube has said, can you use a metallic ink pad on the stencil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
And we've also got from Sandy, what do you clean the stencils with?
Good question. So I've got a little wipe here. So it's just like a little, do you know, like a bit of a face wipe or like antibacterial, any kind of wipes. When I'm at home, I put mine in the sink and wash them. A little bit of bubble cleanser into there to wash them as well. Some of me, depending on the inks that I've used, some of them have stained, but it doesn't affect the next use.
Of course.
The only thing that you would have to take care of is if you was to use a glitter paste, don't allow the glitter paste or glitter glue or anything like that that you add in, do not allow it to dry on your stencil because it won't come off.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult, especially glitter paste, it's very difficult to get off once it's dried. So just bear that in mind if you're using a glitter paste. And again, I can speak from experience because guess who's done it? Yeah, we do that for you so that you don't have to. Quite literally.
Yeah, so if you're using, you get put my
A
teeth back in. If you're using your glitter pastes, put them in the wash quickly.
Yeah. Lovely thing about foam pads is as well is that you can trim them down to any size. So these are from the larger ones that I've just trimmed down into like really ultra thin ones. I'm just wondering if I might put that there actually. Yeah. And I'm going to pop her onto, poke to where have you gone? There you go. I'm going to pop that onto my base.
Nice.
See if I can get that off. There we go.
Sheila has said over on YouTube, when I was young, you used to blow the dandelion clock and count it until all disappeared, and that would be the time.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh, I've never heard of that before.
No, neither have I.
Is that a true thing?
A dandelion clock, as Jamie's just said. And then, yeah, that would make sense.
Is that... No way can that tell the time.
I wonder if we've got one out in the car park. Shall I go and find one?
I was going to say, I was like, do you think that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Look how lovely she's looking. So I'm going to leave her there for a second. So I have got myself a card base that I've already cut out, and I've used some of our papers from the Cosmic Shimmer. And I've cut that out. So I've just used the nesting dies, which is where I got my little base from as well, because that's going to sit in the back. So before I put that on, though, I think I'm going to use, and I'm going to just create, and I think I might use the quick dry again. And I don't think I'm going to put the gold on this time. I just think I'm going to stick to this plum jam.
And that's your quick dry one again, did you say?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use that. So I'm going to pop that all the way going across in different angles. What was that, Jamie? Did he say something about plums then? Do you know, Jamie, neither have I. I've not had a plum for a long time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've eaten a plum. I'm more into like...
yeah, I'm trying to think when the last time I
Yeah. It's like nectarines and peaches. I don't remember the last time I had them either, to be fair. I'm more of a banana girl or grapes. I like strawberries and raspberries.
Yeah.
Blueberries are my favourite. I'm not really into me pineapple at the minute because it's quite acidic, isn't it? And it can either agree with me or not agree with me, so I tend to steer clear of it now.
I'm trying to think. I always have overnight oats for my breakfast, and I will always have raspberries in. And then this morning, I actually had raspberries with apple in. So it was like apple, cinnamon, raspberry overnight
that sounds
oats.
nice.
We've got some fruit, actually. For a
You've
little
got
bit.
some?
Yeah, we've got... What's Christina left for us? She's left strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries.
Someone's allowed Christina to have 2 weeks off. I mean, I just don't know how that's possible. How dare they take Christina away from us for 2 weeks? Left to fend for ourselves next week. We better tell Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, he tends to bring in his regular, doesn't he? He's a bit of a creature of habit, is our Ben, when it comes to his food. Oh, yeah, Leanne.
Yes,
We need to rewarn Leanne. Leanne's in Monday. Mind you, she might have seen the email.
Yeah, she sent an email out, didn't she?
She did. It's not like she left us to fend for ourselves.
She has, though, for 2 weeks.
So I'm just going to clean that. So as you can see, that's taken all that ink off, and then just give it a nice dry as well. And that's just because I'm going to put it back in the packaging. So that now, and now I did say to you that it's quick dry ink. Now, it's not quick dry on coated cardstock. So just so you're aware, if I was to put my finger over that right now, Brent,
yeah,
I'll smudge it. Because it's a pearlescent finish, so it's like a coated cardstock, so I don't know if you can see there. So I'm just going to give that a little blast with my heat tool.
Just a little blast. Well, while you're giving that a little blast, Pat has just sent a comment in saying, did Brent say everything on the show is tariff-free? Now, I don't actually think I said whether it was or it wasn't, but I've just checked with our wonderful producer, George, and he said, yes, everything is tariff-free. So, yeah, goodbye to those tariffs, because as I said at the top of the show, from the 12th of September, we'll have the US warehouses open, and we'll be shipping from the 12th of September. Exciting times. Let's see who else we've got commenting in on the socials. Afternoon, Brent and Debbie. Looking forward to the weekend. Off to the Evesham store on Saturday to get a few bits for Sunday Christmas in the making with Leanne. I can't
Oh, yes,
wait.
that's this weekend, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's off Kelly. And then Rhonda, Oopsie-daisy, reminds me of the movie Notting Hill. Did I say Oopsie-daisy earlier on? I think I did, didn't I?
Did we say Oopsie-daisy?
Yeah.
What film did you say it was from?
From Notting Hill.
Oh, okay.
Now, yeah, George, I can't remember. I have watched it, George, but I can't remember.
That's it, Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts. I was trying to think then. I was like, oh, who was that then? I'm trying to think.
CTV, Julia Roberts. It's me.
Oh, dear. Right, so I'm just going to put all my tape pen around the outside. And that's of my, so this actually measures in at 6 by 7, and I've scored it at half an inch either side, and then I used my nesting dies to cut out the aperture. So I'm just going to line that up. Before I stick that down, I just want to make sure I've got that right. If I tuck my flaps in, there we go. And set that one in. Right, let me just...
Burnish.
Let me just pop... oh, no, do you know what I forgot to do, Brent? I forgot to wipe the ink up.
No.
Oh, no. I think I've got a bit of pink on my white card. Oh. I'll probably be able to make it work. And then I forget I've got pink ink on my fingers as well. I'm thinking, where's all this pink ink coming from? It's me, Debbie, it's me. Tell you what, if I lay that flat now, I'll be able to see it better. I should have used the wet glue. Wet glue gives you, of course, a bit of... Do we all know what wet glue gives us?
A little bit of movement.
Wiggle room. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. It gives us wiggle room. So, because I'm still dubious that might be a bit wet, let me grab a bit of tissue just to go over the top. The last thing I want to do is smudge my cardstock while I'm sticking the glue down.
I'm not allowed to say that word anymore, Debbie.
What's that?
Wiggle.
Wiggle. Why can't you say wiggle anymore?
If you watch Make It Saturday tomorrow, you'll see why.
Oh dear, what have you done?
It wasn't me, it was Debbie Fisher.
Wiggle, wiggle. Have you been singing songs with her? What have you done, Brent?
We were using a lovely collection that we've got on tomorrow's show, and part of in the box you got like laser cut sort of florals from the Hello Summer box, and she basically just told me not to wiggle it too hard, and I went and said something
inappropriate.
Yeah.
What are you like? What are you like?
I know I am. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to being on the microphone.
Oh, bless your little heart. Don't ever say it in front of McGiggles, for God's sake, because that's the that's the worst person to do it in front of, because she can't control the laughter.
Wait, in front
when
of
she gets the giggles, that's it. She's gone.
Oh, Debbie Fisher.
Yeah. Yeah, McGiggles we call her.
Yes, I agree, Jamie. Johnny is.
Does he not help?
No. Luckily, he did miss that. Yeah.
Right,
we have a laugh.
I've just popped on the inside. Now, this card base, and the reason I chose to do that with an 1/2 inch is because the card base, I want to create a bit of a dome. So my card base is 4.5 by 7. It actually is lightning folded. If you were doing it out fully, it's 9 inches by 7, and you just score it in at 4.5 inches. Because what I want to do is create, so I'm just going to manipulate my cardstock into curve. I'm giving it that curve. So by doing that, let me just make sure, because I could do it with a bone folder, I could do it with the edge of a desk, but I could also do it by adding, and I am going to do it for this, I'm going to put some red liner tape onto the flaps, because if you don't, and you use a wet glue, it's got to set. And so it can be a bit tricky. So that's why I prefer a red liner tape. And I'm just going to pop that all the way along the edge. And I'll do that on both sides. What was that?
The precision on that?
Precision, yes. Actually, just nearly the perfect width. There we go. So I'm just going to give that a little burnish. Let's put that one there as well.
So just while you're popping that red liner tape, Debbie, we've had another question.
Okay, yeah.
From Sandy over on YouTube. How do you decide what colours go together for your project?
I always choose paper first, and then my colours around it.
Nice.
So when I've got my paper, this paper got pinks and a bit of burgundy in there. So it made it a little bit of an easier choice for when I came to colour my lovely little image in, which is here, because it kind of all kind of blends in, if that makes sense, or works together. So that's what I try and do, is I try to do that. Now I have got a matte and layer. Have I cut into it? Whoops. Have I cut into it?
Has it gone walkabout?
I think it might. Oh, it's here. Debbie, you dafty. I was looking, that's because it was that way, and I'm thinking that's the wrong colour. Actually, to be fair, that would work equally as nice, but...
It would, yes, with the purples.
Let's have a little look, see if that'll work nicer. Actually, that might, because I did do it that side initially, so it was like just a starker contrasting colour. It's just for the inside, because to be fair, it's only when you've got the dome part of it. Yeah. However, don't stick that down just yet. What I would do is I would attach to the base. So add a little bit of tape or red liner to that. In fact, you know what? I'll use a thinner red liner tape for that. Oh, I'll get that one. There we go. And then I can use that to seal down onto the base of the card. So it just gives extra rigidity and a little bit more stability when it comes to popping your dome. And you know that, especially with wet glue, you'd have to leave it a little bit to dry properly. Yes. Whereas this will be instant. So I'm just going to pop that on.
I've got all the questions today. Now, you're going to have to forgive me because I do not know how to pronounce the name. I don't even know if I can try pronouncing the name, but can you use the back side of the stencil? I don't always want everything the same way.
Yes, absolutely. Is it Alcha?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Alcha, yeah. Alcha, yeah, definitely. Flip reverse it, give it a flick round, do it in different directions. Absolutely. Good shout there. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Right, excuse me, I've got a little tickle.
Oh, not a tickle.
I'm just going to grab a quick swig because I can feel the tickle.
Absolutely. I'll have a look at the comments who we got in. So we've had some of those questions there. Stephanie saying, that's funny, Brent. I keep losing it whilst we're on the shows. I do apologise, everyone. My 3-year-old tries to blow all the flowers like dandelion clocks, then gets cross that they don't do anything.
Oh.
That's off Rachel.
Is that Teddy?
Teddy?
Teddy's her little boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got support print again over on YouTube. That's a nice touch, Debbie. That was about 10 minutes ago, though. I did miss that one, so I don't know. What is the nice touch?
That might be the gold metallic, do you think?
Yes, it will be.
Yeah, do you think it could be that? So
Yes.
I've just forced that in now. By adding that layer in, it's literally forced it to come into that dome shape. And then what I've got now is my red liner tape and I'm just going to make sure that's stuck down before I actually, because there was only a thin layer on there. So when I come in to use this now, this will then create my base to go directly over my cardstock. Or should I say my finished card base? See if I can get under there. There we go.
Down.
And then I'm going to pop, let's go there, go that way. So I'm just going to pop that now over the edge because I measured that to fit directly over the card base without any overhang. So I'm just going to make sure. Add a bit of wet glue, wiggle glue. In fact, do you know what I should have done? I should have added, see if I can get that up. Add a bit of wet glue just onto the back. It gives you a bit of wiggle time.
Yeah.
And also a little bit onto there because I realised I hadn't got anything in the middle. So let's just take that again. I'll lay it down flat, it'll make it easy. I'm trying to do it mid-air. Never works mid-air. And then, once that's down, there we go. We can then add our little lady into there. And I am going to put a little bit of wiggle glue just to get that into place so I can manoeuvre her around. And then just pop her in. And then again, just position so I've got a little bit of time to get her into the place. And then lastly, I'm going to add over the top of that, I'm going to add my sentiment. I'm just going to give it a little bend again. And then I've nearly, so I'm just going to pop that there like that at the bottom. And then on the inside, before I do that, I have got my little spare ballerina, and I did say in the earlier show that I do like to kind of tie them in, so I'm just going to pop her down at the bottom.
Nice.
So that I've got a little bit of a flow going ahead with my card. And I do like doing this because, like I said to you in the earlier show, I feel like you give it a more professional finish when you concentrate and make sure that you've got a nice flow going off between the two.
Yeah.
From the front to the back. So I'm just going to pop that there, and then let me just add on my tape pen and just pop that. Now that could either go at the top or at the bottom. In fact, I'm going to pop it down that side.
Yes, because the stencil that's behind the ballerina there, it matches perfectly with where her arm's coming out.
Yeah, yeah. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yes.
So there you go. Again, lovely, I mean, they're just beautiful, beautiful dies and stencils that make doing things like this really easy and a joy to work with, and enjoying that experience as well when you're crafting.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Debbie. Just another quick question there from Kelly. She was just asking, what colour cardstock are you using there?
That was from the Cosmic Shimmer 12x12 cardstock, which is the background. And then I just used alcohol marker card to colour her in, and matte black cardstock. And that's all I use there. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So that is the demo from the Silhouette Dies and Stencils. So once again, we will run through the collection before we go for a quick little break. So your platinum price, £32 here in the UK, or if you are over in the US, then you can grab them as individuals on the website. So that's the one that Debbie has just used there, and that is beauty in every step. Once again, you are getting your stencil, your sentiment stamp and your dies in these. Then we have got Showered in Love next. After that one, we've got your Swing into Happiness with the little couple on the swing there. We've got Make a Wish, again, using that dandelion clock. Next up, we've got our Butterfly Kisses. And finally is your Cherished Moments. Lovely stuff. Right, we're going to go for a quick break. We'll see you in a few.
The instruction and inspiration is mind-blowing.
The inspiration, the products to make our own and make it our own.
I get so much inspiration and tips and tricks from everyone there at Crafters Companion.
And there's so much support, respect, and inspiration all through the socials.
I like to watch Crafters TV as often as I'm free, and I always get new ideas each time, and it certainly helps kickstart my mojo.
That is why I love Crafters Companion, because they make me look like a better crafter and give me ways to do things that I haven't tried before.
I wouldn't be the crafter I am today without Crafters TV, so thank you.
Welcome to Club Inspire, Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty program today and receive 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits to joining Club Inspire include special members-only sales, and you can receive discounts or exclusive access to products, and even free gifts. You will receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro that you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. See if you can craft your way up to our ultimate Club Inspire tier, Platinum, where you'll enjoy the very best discounts and rewards that we offer. As you keep climbing through the club, you can actually reach Platinum Plus and even Platinum for life. The more points you collect, the more you will be rewarded within our amazing special Club Inspire community. So, what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Hello everyone, Holly here again. I can't craft as I only have paws, but I thought you might like to see my favourite toy who keeps me company when my mummy is crafting. So here he is, Space Bear. He lives in space, but he comes to see me when mummy is in her craft room using her crafters goodies that she loves and seems to get delivered every day. Just saying. Anyway, here he is, my favourite toy, Space Bear. Thanks again everybody, bye!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Crafters TV for your masterclass. We have just had a fantastic demo of Debbie Robinson and we are going to squeeze in one more demo before, well, it's before I actually go because I'm going to get my hair cut and then I'll be back at 5. So don't worry, we will be back later on tonight. So just a few quick comments there. Stephanie saying, I like that Debbie. Vanessa, Debbie, what a stunning card. And Rhonda, such an adorable card. Debbie, well, don't worry, everyone. She is going to show you another one. But if you do want to check out some of the deals that we've got on, we are going to be hitting them a little bit later in Friday Night Live. Then do head to the website and shop the day. But let's get another demo in from the gorgeous Debbie.
I know, and I realised, I'm like, oh my God, when he said to me, you've only got like so, and I'm like, what happened there? I get carried away when I'm crafting. You'll have to keep reminding me, you know, because, and there's me thinking we've got the 2 hours, which... That's why we're taking my time, completely forgetting that we haven't got 2 hours now. It's changed. It's now just 1 hour. So I do apologise. But you know what? Whatever I don't get done, we've got Friday Night Live. I could always do one in Friday Night Live.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it's nice because we had a few questions, didn't we, asking... So it's nice to answer them.
It is. Now, normally when I do like, because this is just the first one, normally when I add like a little bit of a highlight, I use a white pen, but I fancied using this gorgeous gold. So literally just taking a little bit of the gold just to run around the outline, just gives it that instant lift, which looks lovely on a, with white as well. But what I thought I'd do is just coming down here.
We're feeling the gold today, aren't we, Debbie?
I am, yeah. Do you know, I thought, oh, I feel like using gold, because normally, like I said, I would use white. But it just enhances. I might just drop a little bit down there and a little bit down there. It just gives it an instant lift, like so. Can you see that? Just by adding that.
Yes.
I have cut one out in gold, so rather than me bore you again doing it in gold, because I wanted a gold backdrop, so I'm just using it as a silhouette this time. So for that, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen. Now remember what I said about it being still wet. It can still be wet, so just bear that in mind when you're doing this. But I'm just going to drop shadow, so I'm going to pull it down and to the right to create a little bit of a gold shadow, which again looks really lovely.
Oh,
just that little hint. And then what I've done is I've taken a piece of creamed textured card, and I've used a nesting die again, but I've just quickly drawn around it in pencil to help me with my stencil. So the stencil in this one is that beautiful leaves.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go around, so I know directly where to go. I'm just going to add that around the outside, and I'm going to choose 3 colours of the green family. And we're going to just mix and match between the 3, sorry, Debbie, it's 3, not 2.
Are they quick dries again?
So these are opaque.
All right.
So you can mix and match, you know, it doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to create a little bit of going around.
Yeah.
And let me just see if I can, in fact, I'll do it that way, that one. Come in with the dark again. Oh, yeah, that's dark. Do the mid. Do the light. Of course, it's opaque, so do you know what you can be doing? You can be adding things like your embossing powders and things like that to it as well, if you want to.
I love the colour of that. Is it on your left? The lightest one on the left?
So Spring Meadow, that's
Yes.
Spring Meadow, Grasshopper and Pine Tree. They're the 3 in the colour family of the greens.
That's lovely.
I'm going to add loads in there, I think. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let's just pop that there, and we'll have it going off. Oops, Debbie, wrong one. I do it all the time. And again, with these, just push the ink in.
Do you always tend to use a finger dauber as well when you're doing...
When I'm doing things like this with these kind of stencils, I do, yes, absolutely. So I've had a little bit of a double, I think it moved there, but I'm not too worried, because I just want to add it for like a little bit of decoration, so I'm not too worried. I do like a bit of the 3-way colour, the word I was looking for then.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
so when I bring my paper back in, you can see, even though I've gone a little bit over, it doesn't matter, because what I'm wanting to do is just create a little bit of a background. And obviously the middle bit as well, I don't need to worry too much, because I might put them down there. I'm not quite decided whether I'm going to put them down. Oh, actually, I might put them there. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to add more into that. Wrong one, Debbie. Doing it again, Brent.
Mixing them up.
I start off with a plan and then I go all off my plan. I do it all the time. Don't know why I do it to myself, I do, but I'm going to rub out now that pencil. Obviously this is still wet, so just be careful. You, of course, will not be leaving yours to go wet. You'll be drying yours, but because time is of the essence now, because Debbie's overran with her other demo. Get rid of that. And then I'm just going to place that over the top, so I've created that lovely background, and we are it going onto my paper. So that looks really effective. And again, if you use it with your clear overlay, your clear embossing powder, it'll create a lovely enamel look as well. So I think that'd look really nice. But I'm keeping this one really nice and simple because of the time. Because of the time.
Because of the time.
Because of the time.
Against the clock.
I know, I'm against the clock now, aren't I? Doing these things to myself. And then I've got a little small card base, which is a 5.5 by 5.5, not 6 by 6, Debbie. And then I've just done some mats and layers with, well, I think you'll all recognise that paper. Say It With Flowers, does anyone remember?
Say It With Flowers.
Birthday from a couple of years ago, Say It With Flowers, yeah. Were you here for that birthday, Brent? Say It With Flowers?
I think I was.
And we had the set all full of flowers We had the big paper crepe flowers.
Was it we had the circle? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hey, I'm really excited about looking at the photo shoot on Monday because we're going to find out the birthday set.
Yeah.
So excited. Sacrilege, I've wasted all that paper underneath. Debbie, what are you doing? And then I'm just going to sit that. Now, I am going to naturally lift that, so I'll add, and I'm just going to put like a few. I would normally put more in, but again, time is running away with us, so I'm going to try and get this done very quickly. Can't believe where the time goes.
I know, it's flown over.
It does, it flies. I was saying the other thing were blunts. That one's even blunter than mine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Although mine isn't, because Sheila has kindly, and I picked it up the other day, given me a new pokey tool for the head of my beautiful pen. So I'm just going to drop that down into there. That's it. Oh, do you know what?
That stenciling you've done in the middle, honestly, that's lovely.
Do you like it?
I do.
I'm just going to move that because I realised it had moved when I put that down, and I'm like, oh no, it's not straight. I think that should be okay. Oh, it's still showing. Do you know what? I'm going to have to put them there. I might just pop them. Oh, yeah, coming out. Oh, yeah. Happy accident. I love it. Because I wasn't intended on doing that. I was going to stick them down at the bottom, but I'm going to put them in the heart. I've got a few little hearts that I'm just going to scatter around, and it also breaks up. Let's see if I can get those off. It also breaks up it's a beautiful patterned paper, but it's quite heavy patterned.
Yeah.
And so it just breaks up by just scattering a few hearts around. And then just pop that. Where's that gone? Oh, it's there. It's under my fingernail.
Is it under your...
Come back here, you. Ah, dear me. So do I put... I might... Yeah, I'm going to put one there. And then... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What have we lost?
Sentiments. Where have you gone? Ah! Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. We cherish moments, sentiments. So I'm going to go across like there. So let's tape him. I'll keep it flat. So I'm going to pop my sentiment coming from there to there. And then, as always, because I do like... Uh-oh. You haven't got a centre, Debbie. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Well, I could actually... I could use that. Yeah, I'll use that in a bit, because I have got my other little couple here that I was going to pop on the inside as well, again, just to kind of marry that up. But we'll keep it there for now, because literally time has ran away with us very, very quickly there.
You did mint with that one, though.
Thank you. Thank you. You did go into a little bit of Geordie mode then, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, I did. But no, two fantastic demos there from D-Rob. Oh, so once again, for all of you lovely lot watching at home, they are your silhouette dies and stencils, your 6-piece collection. That is your cherished moments, the one that you've just seen Debbie do the demo with. We have got our showered in love, swing into happiness, swing, make a wish, which we saw on this morning's show, wake up call, our butterfly kisses, and then beauty in every step, which is the one Debbie used for her first demo of this show. Well, that hour has absolutely flown over. I cannot believe it. Thank you, Debbie, for those two lovely demos, and thank you for joining us on the socials. Debbie and I will be back at 5 o'clock in UK time, live at 5 with Friday Night Live. So what did we ask them to send in earlier? What
Pictures.
were we saying? Pictures, Friday faves. Please send them in. And if you've got any jokes that you want me to tell, please send them in and I'll say them for you. Once again, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you live at 5. Goodbye.